Hello. Hello, Priya. Are you there? Are you there? There she is. Oh, she's clearing her throat already. Good morning.
Good morning, Vietnam.
We interrupt our regularly scheduled Love Month programming for a special episode. It's our first on location / in studio recording. So saddle up, folks. It's gonna be a hell of a ride.
Whether it makes you laugh, cry, scream, or fly, there's a song for every emotion. We're Mike and Priya, and we talk about the songs that make up the soundtrack to your life, because life is in the lyrics.
Well, hello, little listeners. Welcome back to our little shit show. And today, oh boy, oh friggin' boy, have we got something special for you.
Good morning from Vietnam. That's right. While all of you schmucks are back in Canada, wherever it's cold, somewhere shoveling, shivering, getting through all that snow, I'm way across the world out here in Vietnam, living my best Sheryl Crow life. You know the one. I'm gonna soak up the sun. That's right.
Yeah, you rubbed that in, you little stinker. I saw that Instagram reel you posted.
I poached. Wow.
No, you posted with you. Oh, yes, it's so steamy and hot, and my hair is just the humidity. Yeah. I was like, fuck you.
It's been terrible for my hair. It really has. It's just not been a good hair vacation.
Oh, piss off. Not only are you rubbing in that you're in a hot seasonal weather kind of environment, but you're also rubbing it in that you have hair. Not liking it.
Oh. It's a double whammy.
Yeah. Well, I'm sitting here in the studio, also known as my office. And
yes,
I've got a bottle of wine and a glass of wine poured. Oh. I've got all the gear set up. And I'm talking to you over a tethered telephone. Why?
Yes.
Because my internet is down.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're hotspotting to your phone.
I'm hotspotting to my phone. I got an alert earlier today, like around 10:30 or so, that our security camera went down. It got this alert on my phone saying your security camera is offline. And I'm like, oh, fuck. We got sometimes we get these blips in the internet. And came home, still not working, got on with the tech, reboot this, wait, we're going to do that, blah, 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 unplug, plug it in this way, you have to do this cable first and then that cable. Did that 3 times. And she's like, yeah, we're going to have to send a technician. So we need you to choose between 3 days. And I'm like, oh, God. You mean no one's coming out now? I said, listen, lady. I got someone in Vietnam waiting for me. We're doing a podcast. She did not care.
You're hotspotting it over there in Toronto, and I'm hotspotting it in a different sort in this hotspot of Ho Chi Minh City.
Yes, I think I like your hotspot much better than my hotspot.
I think so too. That's kind of stressful.
Yeah, I was a bit stressed out, but you know what? This bottle of wine that I have sitting in front of me is helping.
Yeah, it's amazing what wine can do, and it's amazing what music can do too, which is what we're going to talk about this whole episode.
It is, but we should let our little listeners know, why are we doing this odd episode with me in a studio and you 12 hours away in Vietnam?
Well, we had pre-recorded a number of episodes to last while I was away on vacation, but we didn't quite get the last one in. So we thought, well, hey, we'll do it while I'm out there and it'll just be a cool experience. And well, we're going to find out if that's true or not.
Our little listeners will tell us because they love to write in. Yeah. How do they love to write in, you ask?
Oh, here we go. I have not missed this.
They like to slide into our DMs on Instagram. That's The Little Podcast. Or they also like to email us at lifeisinthelyrics@gmail.com.
Both are fantastic options, you know? Also, stop us on the street or text messaging us or I don't know, fangirl or fanboying out in some way. Oh, wouldn't that be fun?
Oh, that would be wonderful. That would, yes. Now, Priya, I have a couple
Hmm.
of things that I wanted to check in with you on. In our
Okay.
last episode, we
Hmm.
referenced Schitt's Creek.
Yes.
Yes, and
Oh my
I just
God.
want to get this out of the way right now because we are a fun
Yeah.
and happy podcast. But Schitt's Creek, amazing Canadian show. I'm sure our little listeners know
Hmm.
it. But since our last recording, we sadly have lost one
Have
of the most
lost.
amazing stars from that show, the incredible
Heartbreaking.
Catherine O'Hara.
Yeah. I
Hmm.
was really, really shocked. I woke up one morning and I got a message from Danielle saying, "You're going to be very sad when you wake up." And I was like, what the fuck? What's happening? What's happening? I was like, you cannot send me a text like that without any context.
Yeah.
But when I opened my phone and I just, I checked like CNN and I checked Entertainment Weekly, I was just like, those are the two sites I check every morning,
Hmm.
strangely enough.
Hmm.
And then, of course, it was all over, and it was all over Instagram, and it was
Yeah.
really this one got me.
Yeah.
This one got me
It got a
hard.
lot of people. Did you ever get to meet her?
I did not. I met both Eugene and Dan Levy, but I did not meet Catherine O'Hara. And
Mm.
it's just yeah, so sad. Like she definitely was one of the greats, and we it will be missed sorely. And I'm
Yeah.
sure we will mention her in the future because
There's so many
Schitt's
great
Creek.
Moira
Oh my
isms.
god. And not just Moira. Every Christmas, I mean, Home
Oh,
Alone is
yeah.
one of the classics, right? And she was just fantastic in
Yeah.
that too. So, and
Did it?
she seems like with all the tributes that she was just an incredible human being.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you about the time? Because I used to see her in Kensington Market, and I was standing
Really?
outside of Blackbird Bakery. I was waiting for Don. He went in to get stuff, and I was standing outside. And her and her husband, they went into the store, and so they walked by me, and I was like, "Oh, that's Catherine O'Hara." And as they went into Blackbird, these people that were hanging out, like that were just walking around Kensington Market, they were like, oh my God, that's her. Oh my God. And they were
Oh,
this one couple was standing in front of me, and I think they were American based on their accent. And they're like, oh my God, I think that's her. I really do. I think that's her. And I was like, yeah, that's her. That's her. I'm like, just go in and
oh,
say hi. Just go in.
oh my God.
Yeah.
Mike being so cool about it.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I'm like, oh
yeah, just as cool as you were when we met Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams at the Gladstone, right?
oh
Just like
sure.
cool as a cucumber.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh
that's me.
huh. Uh huh.
Hmm.
Mike.
So
Oh
how's
my
your
God.
trip going? Tell us how your trip is going.
Oh, oh, well, it's
You miss
been
me?
a roller coaster. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm really ready to come home. And it just, I was going to ask you, like, does it feel weird recording without me there? Like, does this feel weird?
It totally feels weird because A, I can't see you.
Yeah.
Riva's in your chair right now, which is like very
Oh,
strange. I'm used to you being physically present, harassing me and bullying me and bossing me around.
oh, I see. And now it's just going to be vocally.
Yeah.
I'll
So,
continue to do all those things.
well, I get to control the sound and everything, so I could just mute you.
But ultimately, you are the master of control of this podcast because you do the editing. So whatever happens in
Oh,
the
that's true.
editing
Yeah.
process, I have no idea.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, obviously, I
Hmm.
keep a lot of you in.
Well, I think it would be impossible not to with the amount that I talk.
Yeah. You have a lot to offer. So tell us
Ah,
about this trip.
I do. Okay, well, I'll tell you that currently I am sitting on the balcony on the 39th floor, overlooking the top, well, not overlooking, but looking directly at the tallest building in Ho Chi Minh City, which is called Landmark 81
Wow.
because it has 81 floors. Um, and I'm just looking over this massive, like massive city and wondering on a map how Toronto would fare in comparison size wise, because I think Toronto could just into probably one section of Ho Chi Minh. Maybe it's just perspective, but yeah, from where I'm sitting, this place looks it's enormous and it's just so vibrant and bustling and very technologically advanced
Mm.
um, in terms of like you go to the district, they separate their areas by district.
Oh
So when you go
God.
to District One,
It's like the
which
Hunger
is sort of
Games.
the yeah, yeah, the District One is like the main touristy like downtown area,
Hmm.
and the buildings there are just fucking amazing. Where there's one building, it's relatively new, it just lights up completely, like it's a complete screen
Mm.
uh, 360 degrees. It's a screen.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, when we went on a dinner cruise for my birthday night,
Mm-hmm.
and we sailed by this building, and you can see just images on it. It's like Coca-Cola branding, and then some, you know, Vietnam flag, and then it changes to some dancers, and it's like a movie screen
Hmm.
of all these beautiful changing images. It's incredible how advanced they are here in so many ways, and then just how different things are too. It's been a good trip. It has been a challenging trip, as was my last trip to Vietnam. Like,
Mm.
as you know, basically less than 48 hours later, I ended up in the hospital. I have
Right.
never been hospitalized in my life.
Yeah.
So to be hospitalized in a foreign country, pretty scary, not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was there for 2 nights, like, just laying in that bed, not really moving because I have an IV. So only moving I was doing was going to the
My
bathroom,
God.
which I was doing a lot because I had to drink a lot of water.
Mm-hmm.
Just watching YouTube basically for 48 hours. Well, I mean, sleeping when I could, but it was terrible. But
Wow.
um, the bill for 2 nights of hospital stay with medication and everything and food
Mm.
was $800. So compare that to
Oh
what it
my
could have been
God.
in Toronto. I have no idea, but I imagine that hospitalization that is not covered would be immensely more, even in Canada where we have like great
Yeah.
healthcare.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
So
we never see our hospital bills or anything, right? Because
no,
we have national health care.
yeah,
I told you about that time that I was in the hospital in California, right?
I
Did
think so. But tell me again, because God,
Yeah.
I probably got bored and tuned out.
um, yeah, I got sick in California and ended
Just
up.
like, but by the way, just like I bored and tuned out during your internet story earlier.
Oh, did you?
I was like
Okay.
gazing over the city saying,
Yeah.
when will this story be over?
Oh God. Yes. Anyways, I was in the hospital for 6 days and the bill was
Ugh.
$78,000. So
Oh,
yeah.
and okay, remind me now, did your credit card or did you have health insurance or what had
Health
happened?
insurance paid for it. Yes. Yeah.
Hmm.
At one point
Like
they were
travel health
going
insurance that
to
you purchased?
no, my between the OHIP and my health insurance that I have through my employer.
I see. Okay.
But at one point, they were going to charter fly me home because that was going to be
Mm,
cheaper than potentially staying in the hospital for a long time. But, anyways, this is
that
not
is
about
just
me. It's about
insane.
you.
No, but it is about travel and music. So let me ask you, like,
Yeah.
what for 6 days? Like, that's extensive.
Oh, yeah. It was terrible. Brutal. Never want to have that
Mm.
again, ever.
Yeah, it's a scary thing when you're traveling, and especially in a place where they don't speak the language. Like,
Yeah.
no, I should say where I don't speak the language, because a
Yeah.
lot of the staff, like the doctors, definitely spoke English. It
Hmm.
was it wasn't perfect, but it was really good. And but the nurses and other staff, it was hit or miss how much English they spoke. So
Mm.
that also is just like very unsettling to be in a place where you can't really communicate what's
Yeah.
happening or what you need.
And,
Yeah,
and
so that was
what happened? Like, do you want to, like, is it okay to share why you were in the hospital or would
yeah,
you rather not?
yeah, sure. I don't really know how it happened, but apparently I caught some foodborne or waterborne bacteria,
Hmm.
and I got an infection, and they needed to give me uh, antibiotics intravenously for the first few days. They said you could go home and do it there, but they recommended I do it at the hospital, and I just thought, why take a chance? The
Yeah.
hospital literally is 5 minutes walk from where I'm staying.
Hmm.
So it was super convenient. My mom came to visit, like the kids came to visit once, like Janny uh, came around when I needed something or whatever. So it was
Hmm.
really convenient. And I just thought it's better to just be here. So
Wow.
I don't know how I got it because I ate the same things everybody ate. The only thing I had that was different was I got some fresh squeezed orange juice
Mm.
from like a machine, like one of those you just watch it squeeze the orange.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have that in Canada, but I got that downstairs at the mall here, and that's the only thing I can imagine.
Hmm. Wow. Well, I'm glad you're better. And so
Yeah,
you're ready to come home. Is
yeah,
that
I
right?
sure am.
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah. That's good.
It's It's
Get
like
your ass
9
back
o'clock in
here,
the morning
bitch.
here. I know. So I leave tomorrow. This is my last day here. I'm excited to have the last days.
Mm-hmm.
Just to do some last minute things, get some last minute. I'm gonna have my last massage. The
Mm.
massages here have been amazing, so I'm gonna have a 90-minute massage, super cheap
Nice.
here, uh, and then just spend the day with the kids and my mom, and then I leave tomorrow, and I am really happy to come home.
Good. Um,
Yeah,
so you have a long flight on the way home,
yes, I do.
and have you watched Heated Rivalry
Rivalry.
yet?
I have not because they don't get
Damn
that
it.
here. Like the only service they have here is Prime and Netflix. The only
Okay.
services they
So I was
have
going to say
here.
maybe you could download it and watch it on the flight home. We've got to watch. We got to
I
talk
know.
about that.
I'm gonna watch that as soon as I get home. I'm gonna binge it.
Okay.
You know what I will say about that though is
What?
that I am just loving how much attention this show and the two
Yeah.
stars are getting because they are such good people
Yeah.
and they're just spreading the same message. Talk about Schitt's Creek, but I feel like that is something that is very distinctive. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being exceptionally proud Canadian here,
Yeah.
but I feel like there are certain shows, Canadian shows, that really are just all about love and joy and connection and
Yeah.
they're just beautiful that way.
Yeah.
And the two main leads of this show, even though I haven't seen the show and I haven't seen their chemistry on the show, I have seen their chemistry off it, and it's just beautiful the way they are so affectionate with each other and they're
Yeah.
not afraid to show it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think
Okay.
it's
Well, we're
been
going to have some
yeah.
heated conversation when you finally watch Heated Rivalry.
We are. Can I say one other thing about a Canadian musician that has been making waves in the last
Sure.
24 hours?
Mm-hmm.
Tate McRae. Have you heard about this?
I have, yes. And she wore like a
Yeah.
USA Olympic something
She's
or other.
she did an ad for the US Olympic teams. It's just mind-boggling. Like
Traitor.
how tone deaf can you be? Traitor. And
Mm-hmm.
I looked at that post on her Instagram because I don't follow her. I'm not a particular fan of her music, but I was curious if
Mm-hmm.
her fans have been standing by her. And on that post, I could not find a single positive post and comment. And I looked at a lot of comments.
Huh.
So I wonder what the lasting backlash will be about this.
Well, yeah. I don't know. So much craziness happening in the US. I just don't. I try to close my eyes.
I
I,
know.
I admittedly just try to be like, I try to be blissfully ignorant, but I can't because my husband
Mhm.
is obsessed with consuming the news. And he's just
Yeah.
constantly giving me updates on how insane the president is. Apparently, he's demanding that Penn Station be named after him
Yeah,
now.
I read a certain
Oh,
byline that
God.
he's willing to give funds to renovate certain buildings, but only if they're named after him.
Right. Yeah. Let's not go
I know.
down that
Okay,
road,
let's
though,
not.
shall we?
Let's not.
So,
No.
this
I just thought it
episode.
was interesting about Tate McRae. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, I am so looking forward to you getting back here. And
Thank you.
you have been missed. And
Aw.
I want to get back to some regular recording because I also miss that.
Hmm. I
So,
know, right? It's weird.
mhm.
Like listening to the theme music at the top of this episode, I was just like, oh, I miss you. And
Yeah.
I miss seeing you every week.
Yeah. I just want to point out, little listeners and Priya, every once in a while, you kind of go blank. I don't
Okay.
know. So, little listeners, you'll just have to fill in those blanks with whatever words you think that she might be saying. And
Just put a goddamn it or a what the fuck in there.
Yeah,
It'll probably
yeah.
be right.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
All right.
Okay,
Okay.
so now normally we would be talking all about lovey-dovey shit
Mhm.
during February. Normally being this is our second year. So
Yeah.
last year we did that. We did 4 episodes all on the topic of love, different angles. Oh,
Mhm.
that could be a
Different
whole different
positions.
episode. Different positions on the topic of love.
Yeah.
And we have been doing love episodes this year as well. But since we hadn't recorded for this week, we were going to do a Valentine's Day themed episode, but a
Mhm.
Galentine's and Palentine's themed episode. And then I thought, listen, Mike, what do you think about doing an episode on music for travel because it has been something that I have relied on a lot during this trip. So
Yeah.
it's really timely. I know it's not really about love. It doesn't suit the theme. Hey, we love music and we
Yeah.
love to travel. So
Yeah.
what happens when the two of those loves,
Come together.
combine?
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
So
come
we really are
together.
keeping with the love theme.
We are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every episode is about the love of music in some way or
Yeah.
another anyways, right?
Yeah. All right. Well, so what do you think?
Yeah.
Should we just get on with it then?
Let's just get on with the goddamn
Get on
show.
with the goddamn show. All right.
Okay.
So when you pitched this idea, initially my response was, well, it's Valentine's. We were going to do the Galentine's, Palentine's, blah, blah, blah. And I think I may have kind of bullied us back onto the schedule. But then but then Don had this idea when I told him that we were going to be doing an episode and you're going to be recording from Vietnam. He's like, "Oh, a time episode. You should do an episode with time difference because, there's a time difference. You're 12 hours ahead, blah, blah, blah." So then I pitched that. And, but then you did a great job of convincing me back to this travel music one because I hadn't really clued in that what you were saying in your initial pitch was that music has been a big part of helping you get through this trip.
Yes, yes.
So,
And I will, yeah.
And so
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say that got me thinking about music that I remember from different travels that I've had. And I'm like, yeah, this is a great theme, actually. So I'm very much looking forward to hearing what you have to say about this.
Oh, good. I'm glad because I really do feel like music has been, I don't want to be overly dramatic, but it has been kind of a savior in many ways during this trip.
Oh.
In different aspects of the trip. So it's just been something I've leaned on heavily because it's been a kind of weird trip. Even though I'm visiting family, the kids are in school all day. Like my sister-in-law has her work that she does in the morning. So there's been a lot of time spent alone for me here. And also like intentionally because I haven't wanted to just sit in the condo and watch TV all day. So I've been forcing myself, not forcing, but I've been getting out of the house. Luckily, there's this enormous park across the street. Like I'm talking enormous, not quite Central Park levels, but it's really big and it has a lot of different sections and areas and it's quite beautiful. So I've been doing a lot of walking in that park every day because the one thing I have done here is made sure I've got at least 10,000 steps every day.
Nice.
So I'm doing that and I have listened to a couple of audiobooks as well, but I've been really relying on music to just kind of equalize or stabilize my mood because I don't know what I expected this trip to be, but because it's not a vacation per se where you're just going with friends or your partner, you're not just going somewhere to explore. Like I'm here to visit family, but I'm also here to accompany my mom here. She's going to stay here for the next few months and come back with my brother in April. So it's been a weird trip and it's been a combination of terrible from the hospital stuff to some really high points, like going to Thailand for a few days and visiting an elephant sanctuary and being amongst the elephants for like 8 hours.
Wait, how long is it to get to, sorry to cut you up, but how long is a trip to Thailand?
Well, if it was direct, it would have been about 5 hours flight total. Okay. But we had to go to Bangkok and then to Chiang Mai, which is where the elephants are. So Bangkok. The travel day was quite long.
And
is the name of the city. and it lives up to it.
Did your mom go with you on that trip?
No.
So it was
originally we were all planned to go.
Okay.
Hi, Sanu. My nephew is here. Want to say hi? Say hi. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Want to say hi? He's saying it in the cutest way. He's like 2.5, and he's just a little, like he's just an edible boy. I just want to eat everything. Sanu, can I eat your nose? No, I eat your nose a little. Yeah. Oh, I see your toy. Thank you. Thank you. This is an impromptu visit from my nephew Sanu. Yeah, he's showing me a toy. I don't know how to open, Sanu. Oh, there you go. Okay, Sanu, bye-bye. Now I'm closing the door on him. And he's like sticking his hand through
He's like, Auntie, come back. because it's like 8. So at the time of recording, it's 8:20 p.m. on a Friday night here in Toronto, and you
Yes,
are it's
12
8
hours exactly ahead.
exactly. So it's 8:20 a.m. Saturday morning. So you're in the future.
Yes, I'm in the future, folks. And let me tell you, the future is warm and a little bit hazy.
Yeah.
I'm
Ruining it
hoping that
again.
that's how it is for everybody. So, yeah, so I was talking about my trip and how music has been really important. The other thing is, I don't know how you feel, Mike, but with longer flights, because the first leg of our flight from Toronto to Taipei, Taiwan,
Mhm.
which is where you thought my family lived, that flight was 16 hours.
Oh, that sounds brutal. That's a direct flight,
Yeah,
16 hours sitting on a plane.
yes. And it left at night for the jet lag because you're sleeping and then you would wake up and it would be daytime here. So, and I don't know if that's true. Like my jet lag was not terrible, but it wasn't great. It was sort of in between. But
Oh,
um,
man.
we also left on that night when that first snowstorm hit Toronto. So
Oh
we
my
were sitting on the
God.
tarmac
Right.
about an hour before our flight could take off. And it was, I was anxious. Like
Yeah.
I was already anxious about the flight beforehand, like thinking about it, like thinking of being with my mom and like,
Hmm.
you know, everything and I'm actually getting anxious now, even reliving these memories. So I had to go to my doctor and I got some, I don't know, what is it, Xanax or Ativan or
Hmm.
whatever that is.
Yeah.
I do not react to that, so it had no impact on me, but I was like trying to calm myself on the plane and just, especially because I didn't want my anxiety to filter over to my mom.
Right.
So I
Right.
was trying to just feel calm. So that's why I had downloaded some albums and some playlists
Hmm.
and my some sleep playlists as well, because
Right.
as
Yeah.
you know, I've mentioned on the pod before that I listen to ambient music sometimes to help me fall asleep.
Hmm.
So I relied very heavily on those tools to
Mm.
get me through the first part of that flight.
Hmm.
Actually, like the whole flight, because I ended up watching few movies. I think I saw three movies, but the first few hours were the hardest, and the music really helped calm me and just kind of take me out of the fact that I was flying.
That's good.
What about you? Like you've been on flights long, but they're still long. They're what, 8 hours, 8, 9 hours?
Yeah. I think like I'm trying to think about the longest flight I've been on. It's probably been to, I don't know, somewhere in Europe. So like
Hmm.
Amsterdam or something like that. I haven't never been on a flight for like 10 hours. I definitely can relate to the anxiety component. And I've definitely noticed that as I've gotten older, I'm more and more
Hmm.
anxious about flying.
Yeah.
Like when I was younger, I think it was just naivety and, just being innocent and young, and you just don't. I don't even know if innocent has anything to do with it, but just not having a lot of experience, and so you just don't. You don't. It's just everything's exciting.
Yeah, and I mean, don't you feel like because I was wondering about that myself. I was like, I used to really enjoy flying. Like I'd be looking out the window, like looking at the clouds, and I think it's just you that sense of adventure
Hmm.
of going to someplace new is so overwhelming that you don't really think about the fact that you're in a fucking cylinder, metal cylinder,
Yeah,
30,000 feet
propelling.
in the air.
Yeah, yeah. I know you
Hmm.
can't. You just got to not think about that. Um,
Hmm.
because that's the part that starts, our brains, our older brains that are full of all kinds of baggage and negativity. It's like
Yeah.
you start thinking about that kind of stuff, and then it starts to pull the negative thoughts that you've tucked away and, tried to keep at bay. So just don't think about that. Just think about the good stuff.
I know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you got
Think
to
about
try not to spiral.
yeah, yeah.
Let's try not to spiral. Oh my God. But
So
curiously enough,
yeah.
when I was on
Hmm.
my way to Thailand, the magazines that they always have on flight, right? So they had
Hmm.
this Thai magazine, and I was just flipping through it, and they had an article on the psychology of flying,
Oh,
which I found extremely helpful.
yeah.
And they did address both facts that a lot of people find uh, air travel to be very adventurous and exciting, and they look forward to it, and it's they're just full of awe and wonder. But there are people who feel that anxiety
Hmm.
and are very nervous flyers. But they mentioned some interesting information that I thought, oh, okay, this is something my brain can grab onto. They said like the amount of training that like for me, a lot of it is the turbulence. Like if we hit a
Oh yeah.
and it's 3 hours into a fucking 16-hour flight, I'm gonna be gripping my armrests, white
Mm-hmm.
knuckling it the whole way, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But they said like the turbulence is really not something to be concerned about. It's just air pockets, which I don't understand what that is, but also that pilots are so well trained on how to avoid those to either go above or below or around the air pockets that you should be reassured in knowing that the thousands of hours of training that pilots have to go through really does equip them to handle things like airplanes are equipped to handle much worse
Mm-hmm.
than turbulence.
Yeah.
So I found some of that helpful in the
Yeah.
moment, and I was like, oh, okay. And I knew that about turbulence, but reading it kind of was helpful.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's good.
Hmm.
Helps to calm the nerves. And outside of the movies, what music
Hmm.
did you listen to?
Well, in that same article, they also said that listening to music can be extremely helpful. So I thought that was an interesting thing for our podcast that music can be so calming. I listen to, okay, so I have a bunch of artists downloaded. I listen to a lot of Evermore and folklore because the just the kind of music that was, it was calming.
Mm-hmm.
Like I tried to listen to some of the more upbeat albums I had on my downloads, but I just found that their energy was too
Yeah. Get the heart rate
high,
going.
and yeah, and I didn't necessarily want that.
Yeah.
So when we were getting closer to our destination, I started listening to some faster songs, and um, like my niece really likes the song Opalite,
Oh
so I
yeah.
was listening to that. And as we were getting closer to the destination, I was like, okay, yeah, now I can feel the more upbeat because I know that we're
Right.
almost there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But during that longer flight, I was really listening to some of the definitely the ambient music, like lo-fi, because
Mm-hmm.
that music is made to lower your heartbeat and I don't know, calm yourself, bitch.
Energy.
So that's what I was listening to. Yes.
Yeah. Did you see that Taylor Swift released the Oprah Light video?
Oh, no. I was
Yes.
wondering about that. Okay, we will
Yeah.
watch that after this
Mm-hmm.
recording. I'll watch it with my niece.
Yeah. So when I was thinking about what to contribute in this episode, I
Yeah.
was thinking about kind of like songs that were about travel or, you know,
Okay.
you know what I mean? Like,
Uh-huh.
because immediately, of course, I was thinking about the Sheryl Crow one, which was in our
Hmm.
script. I want to soak up the sun, right? And
Yeah.
then I was thinking, oh yeah, because like there's all kinds of songs that would be great for a music and travel podcast episode,
Right.
right? Like Dawn suggested the Proclaimers, the 1988 song, The Proclaimers. I'm gonna walk 5,000 miles or 500 miles.
Oh yeah.
I will
Yeah.
walk
Walk
5,000
500
100 or
miles in
5,000.
the
Yeah.
arm.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
And do you remember was it Joe Cochran? Tom Cochran. Tom Cochran. Life is a
Hmm.
Highway?
Yes, of course. That's been
Yeah.
remade recently too by Rascal Flatts.
Oh, get it. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. We went to see them together, didn't
Yeah,
we? Yeah, we did.
we
Yes,
did.
we did. Yeah. 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 But then I got to thinking, like, okay, yeah, well, that's a bit obvious, like songs that are about travel. But then I got to thinking, well, what are some of the songs that I remember from my travels?
Hmm.
And then I was like, oh God, okay, well, it's not like I've done a ton of traveling, but there's some trips that I've taken, and then there's certain songs that totally remind me of the trip. And if I hear them, it takes me back to like being in that country and being on that trip. When Dawn and I went
Yeah.
to Italy for our honeymoon in 2017, there were two songs that we heard everywhere in Italy. And one was
Okay.
that Chainsmokers and Coldplay song, Something Just Like This.
Oh, I
I've
love
been
that song.
reading books of old, the legends and the myths, blah, blah, da, 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 da. I want something just like this. Do, 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 do.
I love that song.
Yeah, everywhere we went, like you'd go into these restaurants or you go into a cafe or whatever, you would always hear that song would always be on. The other
Hmm.
song that we heard all over the place on that trip was Ed Sheeran's Castle on the Hill.
Oh,
You know that song? I'm on my way,
yes.
driving at 90 down old country lanes,
Yeah,
singing to Tiny Dancer, and I miss the way you feel.
I love that song too, actually.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's a good one. Well, I love that you have those examples because as you were telling them, I was like, do I have any songs that remind me of specific trips? I can't really say that I do, but one thing I think we have maybe mentioned before is that there are certain songs that you kind of hear everywhere.
Mm.
So, and I can remember being in um, El Salvador and in Mexico, and even here, this trip, I have heard songs. I have heard "Dancing Queen" by
Oh,
ABBA.
yeah.
Like we went to a jazz bar last week, and they and so like though there are certain songs that are just timeless and borderless
Yeah,
that
yeah.
just people love everywhere. So I can't really think of a song that takes me back to any certain trip, but
Mm.
I can think of songs that I'm just like, oh yeah, I have heard that song in many different countries. And that's kind of a cool thing too,
Right, yeah.
to say that I've listened to this same song in 5 different countries. It's kind of
Right.
neat.
Do you think you'll have a song that will remind you of this trip?
It might be polite.
Mm-hmm.
And it might be just because I was I was a little bit surprised that my niece knew that song. But one
Ah.
day we were walking and she was singing but really softly and just sort of doing some dance moves.
Mm-hmm.
Singing, and then I heard her and I was like, "Oh, she knows it and she knows all the words."
Oh,
She's
that's so
6.
cute.
Um, it's so cute. So I think it'll be really fun to watch the video for the first time with her.
That is
Yeah, I
cute.
think that's
Yeah.
going to be the song of this trip. It also is one that is just like so jubilant
Mm-hmm.
and happy that like I said, it was the song I was listening to as we were close to the end of the flight, and so I think it's just going to bring back those memories of just like the release of the tension or just
Yeah.
good feelings.
Yeah, yeah. I was trying to find some information because of course, you know, my memories with travel, especially when I was younger, we didn't have all these, social media sharing platforms, right? And I was
Hmm.
thinking, oh, I wonder if there's like some information about what are the most popular songs for use on Instagram Reels about travel.
Oh,
Yeah, and
okay.
yeah, and so, I've found a few articles that reference it, but not it's like they're more like recommending songs for them, not
Right.
like statistics.
Uh-huh.
So I
And so
just
what were some of the recommendations?
oh fuck, I like some of these songs. I have no idea who these people are. Astronaut in the
Right.
Ocean by Masked Wolf. I don't know. Do you know that?
Uh-huh.
No.
Nope.
Leave the Door Open by Silk Sonic.
I think I know. Yeah, that's a smooth. Silk Sonic is Bruno Mars and one other person.
Okay. All
They
right. So
had
you're,
like this
oh,
little
yeah.
duo.
Okay.
You would know that song if you heard it.
Okay. You'll
Just
know this
leave
one.
the door open. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Circles by Post Malone.
Yes, that's the one that I listened to. I
Yes.
on my sleep list.
Mm-hmm. Good for You by Olivia Rodrigo.
Yes, Rodrigo. Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Uh,
don't like her. Yes,
Don't Start, Don't Start Now by Dua Lipa. Dua Lipa.
yes, I love that song.
Oh my God. Give Me More by Britney Spears. Give me more. Give
Oh,
me more.
that's a very annoying song.
Mm-hmm. Deathbed, Coffee for Your Head by Paufu.
Okay.
So, yeah, there are some, I guess, that I do recognize, but some of the other ones I was like, what?
Yeah, the astronaut by the ocean or whatever, but was like, what is this? I'm amazed at how many um, musical stars there are that are known for TikTok because that's a social media platform I am not interested in. I have not ever
Oh,
gotten into, but I know that there are a lot of acts that have gained huge followings and huge success from being on TikTok.
Hmm.
So I guess that astronaut person is there.
Well, and I guess I wonder, you bring up an interesting thing though, because you reference some songs and you use the term borderless,
Hmm.
right? Like, and so ABBA, Dancing Queen, that sort of thing, those came out way before there was these, this kind of this sharing
Yeah.
technology, right? I mean, yeah, of course,
Uh-huh.
people could bring an album to a new place or whatever, but bringing up the TikTok and Instagram and these like social media platforms, I wonder
Hmm.
how that's impacted music globally in terms of, I don't know, statistics or something like that about, are more musicians global than they were pre social media? And
That's a great question.
yeah, and then more are there more quote unquote successful musicians now that we have these like, massive international platforms?
Well, I think like think of Justin Bieber, who was discovered on YouTube way, way, way back, right?
Hmm.
And now all these other platforms are also doing that for other artists. But the other aspect of borderless music, I think, is that now we have like K-pop has become such a dominant
Hmm.
aspect of the music industry. But have you, for example, heard of the girl group Blackpink?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so they're enormous too, and they're not super well known in the Western world yet, but I would be curious to know the numbers in terms of like their following and their reach, like how many people buy their albums
Mm.
versus say like a Taylor Swift or Sabrina Carpenter, as you call her,
Yeah.
like you know, and also Bad Bunny, like he's a huge international musical superstar,
Yeah.
but at the same time, like a lot of people I know, like nobody knows his music, like they don't, he's not really, maybe because he sings in Spanish, but I feel like certainly my circle of friends don't really have like a lot of his music on their playlist, and I don't know his music that well. I've been trying to listen to it just because of the whole Super Bowl
Mm.
controversy and all, but and I love it, but it's just he's not on my radar so much, and yet he's this mega, mega, mega star.
Mm. So it's like
So
know
now
of
music,
him, but not really know his music.
yeah, yeah, same with Blackpink. I know of him because of my niece. I mean, of them because of my niece, but I don't know any of their music. I know some of their individual performers, like Lisa. I think all of them also have their own solo careers. So
Mm.
Lisa, for example, is this Thai singer, and she's incredibly famous. She was also on White Lotus, the most recent season
Oh,
of White Lotus.
yes. Yeah. 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 So pretty.
So yeah, so pretty and so like just demure. Like I love her whole aura,
Hmm.
but she's like a huge star. And
Mm.
again, not one that is really well known in Canada.
I do. So I wonder though if that's also as we age up and, potentially age out of
Mm,
what's, on the pulse sort of thing.
yeah.
How much is the gap growing because we're getting older and aging out and not as in touch? And also our the music that we listen to. I mean, I know you have more diverse musical taste than I do, I guess, but I don't know. I mean, so how do you keep up with it all?
I think it's impossible to keep up with it all unless that's what you're into.
Yeah,
Because like I said, I'm not on TikTok. I have no plans of going on TikTok, but I know that there are lots of stars emerging from TikTok
yeah.
and lots of music coming from TikTok that I will just not be aware of unless they hit the radio,
Hmm.
unless they're nominated for Grammys or something. But
Yeah.
now the world of music is so vast and diverse. I mean, I think I get exposed to more new music just because I listen to the radio a lot. But again, that's a small, you're not hearing a lot of Blackpink or even say Bad Bunny unless you're listening to specific stations.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
even though I have a lot of different genres represented on my car stations, pre-programmed stations, there's still a lot of music, like tons of music that I'm just never going to access in
Yeah.
an organic way. But hey, let's I know we're talking about travel, but unless you have anything else you want to talk specifically about on that topic, I
Hmm.
thought we could quickly about the Grammys for a few minutes before we wrap up.
Yeah, yeah. So the Grammys happened while you've been away.
Yeah,
And did
and
you?
I did not get to see it. No. Did
No,
you watch it?
I've only
The
seen
only
clips
thing I
online.
watched was, yeah, that's it. I watched Justin Bieber's performance
Right.
because there was a lot of
I knew
talk
you were
about
going
it,
to say that.
and yeah, homegrown Canadian boy, and I just thought
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty fucking brilliant
Hmm.
because you always hear them saying, "Oh, and this artist did a stripped down version of their song," but that basically just means they have very little backing musicians and they're
Hmm.
just, it's not a massive production. But this was a stripped down version. If
Literally.
you haven't seen it, little listeners, yeah, he's just wearing boxer shorts and socks,
Hmm.
and it's just him, his guitar, and his whatever that
Mixer.
contraption is that Ed Sheeran uses a lot,
Yeah.
mixer or auto tune, whatever. Yeah, that thing, and a mirror. It was just a tiny little setup, and I thought it was pretty cool.
Hmm.
What'd
Yeah.
you think?
Yeah. 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 I didn't see it. I saw a little clip of it. And I certainly saw a lot of criticisms. The
Hmm.
critics were in full force about the Grammys, like, and they really want to. I find it fascinating how these critics are the biggest champions and they're also the biggest assholes. It's like
Yeah,
they just can't let anybody. It's like Justin Bieber can't do anything. And I'm not saying this to defend him, but it's like they just cut him up so much and criticize so much. It's like you really can't see anything positive about this at all. Like, really? And then
I read
if
a
they
lot of
do,
great reviews about it. So what did they say?
yeah, they're just like, oh, it was such a mess and he was all over the place and he didn't like the way he ended the song or something like that. How he just kind of like wandered off the stage or something. And
Yeah,
my criticism of that, of these critics, my criticisms of the critics is
yeah,
they're generally speaking, they criticize artists for being too generic. And then if
hmm,
artists do something different, they jump all over them about being too different, it seems. So it's like, do you want
why you
generic
gotta
and
be
regular?
so mean?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then that poor TikTok star, I guess he is. I don't know if he Alex Warren, I think his name is.
Yes,
Apparently,
ordinary. Yep.
yeah, apparently he had some sound difficulties. And one of the reviews I heard or I read was so scathing about like how boring the song is and we're sick of hearing it. And it's like, whatever, we don't care. You had sound problems, but big deal. We're sick of this song. And I was like, Jesus Christ. Like the guy, can you cut him a little bit of slack? Like, come on. I don't
I
know.
mean, honestly, like haters gonna hate that. If we were so sick of that song, why has it been on the charts for something like, I don't know, like 60 weeks or something like that? It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Do
It's
you
been on the charts for over a year.
have you known that have you heard the story about that song? How
No.
he's I don't know the exact details. I can't remember, but I saw this interview with him and he was talking about how he pitched this song for like several years. He was pitching this song and
Mm,
then out of a fluke it got picked up by I don't know, some social media person or something like that. Something picked it up and then it completely blew up. He went to bed one night and, after years of trying to get this song, people's attention to this song, and
yeah.
he went to bed and he woke up the next day and it was like this insane explosion of interest.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, good on him for sticking by it, right? Because like
Yeah.
you could easily just say "fuck this," like I give up, but
Yeah. Yeah.
he stuck with it, and it became an, like you say, like incredible hit and a long lasting one. It wasn't just on the charts for like a month, like a summer hit or something. It just went insane. So good for him. And cute little connection. When they asked him on the red carpet who he was most excited to meet at the Grammys, he was saying Justin Bieber. He said, "Oh my God, when I was starting out making music, I
Yeah.
must have DM'd him like 1,000 times, and now I'm so embarrassed I have to delete all those DMs." But
Yeah.
I just thought that was so sweet.
Yeah.
And you know what? Fuck the critics, man. They're such haters. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, you're not the one up there trying to come up with ideas of how to present a song, what to do that's different, what hasn't been done, what's still true to yourself. But all they can do is just tear it apart.
Well, and we've talked about this before in another episode where, when you're an artist and you're up there and you're performing, you have no control over like the billions of technical setups and, things that could go wrong. You just got to keep
Yeah.
going. And apparently
Yeah.
that's what he did. He just, the timing was off or something happened technically. And he just plowed through the performance. And that's pretty impressive, I think. Regardless of whether you like the song or not, that's professional.
Yeah, totally. Especially because it was his first performance on like a massive stage like that. Like this is his first song, new artist. I think he was up for Best New Artist, maybe I can't remember. But just the fact that it was his first time performing on this massive stage, and to have that go wrong in your song, your debut, like good for him for plowing through. Like you say, yeah, I applaud him.
Yeah. Any other comments about the Grammys you want to share?
Were you happy that Golden won?
Oh, I didn't even look at the results of anything. Did it?
It did. I think it was the song of, you know what, I don't know the exact category, but it did win an award, and that was the first award won by a K-pop group.
Wow.
So I thought that was noteworthy.
All right. Well, should we wrap this up?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. How was this for you?
Mm-hmm. This was interesting. It's weird not seeing your reactions and not monitoring your booze intake, because I can tell you're a little tipsy now. Maybe a lot tipsy.
I'm significantly more than half a bottle of wine in.
Right. Okay. So maybe 2/3.
Yeah.
Can we do some more math here? Or
yeah.
Yeah, it's weird sitting here on a balcony looking over the city and knowing that I'm talking to you, looking into your backyard where it's full of snow. So that's kind of surreal and crazy.
Well, while we've been talking,
how's it been for you?
I looked up the city that you're in and the tower.
And what city is that?
Vietnam.
Okay, is that a city?
Or no. Mi Hung Mung Mo Ho Ming Ho Chi Ma. What is it? No, sorry.
Oh,
Ho Chi Minh. Ho Chi Minh. Ho Chi Minh.
Ho Chi
Minh.
Ho Chi Minh City.
Ho Chi Minh. So while we've been chatting, I've been Googling a bit, and there's a photo of Landmark 81, and I can see all of these massive condo buildings around it. So I'm imagining you're in one of these. There's like a dozen of them, right?
Yep. And I'm directly across from it. So there's like a whole community of buildings, but I'm one of the buildings that is actually in the first circle around it.
It looks amazing.
Yes.
And according to the wiki, it says that this city population as of 2025, 14 million people.
Yeah.
So
insane, right?
Toronto has what, 2 million people or something like 2.5 or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're in a friggin' massive metropolis.
I am. It is like you can just, as far as the eye can see, it's crazy how big this city is.
All right.
All right, everyone. I will see you all or talk to you all. I'll see you, Mike, hopefully in a few days, and I'll be recording our next episode
in person.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. Little listeners, thanks for listening to Life is in the Lyrics and this very interesting and different podcast episode. Again, you can like, follow, share, subscribe on any of those podcast platforms that you have. You can also slide into our DMs and send us a message. Tell us what you think about this episode and the podcast. And in our Instagram, there's a Linktree link. So you can just click on that and that'll take you to our website. It'll take you to the latest episode that we have out. And we'll see you next Wednesday. Bye.
See you next Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye.